Say I'm grateful for not anything but everything. Every loss I had to take, I took it on the chin.
Happy New Year! I haven't recorded in 3 weeks, I think, and that's because I was enjoying the holiday. I did snippets which I'm going to show because it's like a reflection of my holiday. So I last recorded when we were doing the Christmas setup, and it was our very first Christmas tree as a family that we decorated. So beautiful and so grateful for the moment, and some Christmas decorations that we did. And so what I did is I hosted Christmas for the very first time as well, and I am grateful for that. Also, I hosted a few friends, and then we spent our Christmas in Antwerp for 2 nights, also just as a family, me and my husband and my son. Grateful for that as well. It was beautiful and slow and cold as well, but yeah, we were mostly indoors. And yeah, so I'll show a bit of the reflection of that, and then I'll come back to talk about how I'm setting up my year and what I'm planning this 2026. What's that? Okay.
It looks weird.
Early Christmas Day and Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. Da-da, da-da, da-da. It's snowing. This is the first snow of the season. So that was it. Quite haphazard because I didn't really plan to vlog all these events. So I was just taking videos just for memories. But then I thought, okay, there's going to be a gap here, and well, these are memories that I also want to be part of my videos when I look back. So yeah, I did you can see the videos are actually vertical, horizontal, and I tried to like make them fit in. But anyway, this is a little bit of what went on, but it was a very beautiful build up to Christmas. Festive was in the air, and it was just nice. It was just nice. As always, I always try to find something beautiful in every season that I'm in. And I'm grateful for the community, you know, to actually be far from home, be far from family, but still have a bit of community to be with during the holidays. I'm grateful for that. And Zayn had a friend come to sleep over, which was also nice, and also the opportunity to go to another city for a staycation, a bit of a change in environment, which was really nice. But I don't want this to be too long, so I have been reflecting on, okay, 2026, it's almost exactly a year since I started my YouTube channel. And at first when I started, I just wanted to share a bit of my journey of how I got my scholarship and how others can also get it. And then I thought of looking for more scholarships to share with others, but then I thought this is a bit exhausting because then it's like doing research on top of research. Considering I'm already a PhD student working on other things, I thought I want to use this YouTube as something that relaxes me, as a hobby, as something that I just enjoy doing, you know. If I get more subscribers and eventually monetize, that's a bonus, but I enjoy recording myself and I enjoy talking. So I was reflecting on that as well, because I thought, should I stop? But then I thought, no, I really like this. Sometimes I really like to pick up the camera and just film. So it's okay if I'm not in the mood, but if I want to, we keep on. So we're keeping the channel. And this year, as the purpose of the channel, when I started the vlogging, it's gratitude and intention. So all the vlogs and everything that I'm going to be recording somehow is going to be anchored in that, on gratitude and intention, because I feel like these are two things that are like anchors to my life. I am a grateful someone, and I'm someone who finds excitement in everything, and I am intentional. If it's going to be something very small, something very big, an occasion, an event, I plan it, I'm intentional about it. So somehow I'm going to have to try to bring that up, and so that someone just finds something to be grateful for, as I always say every day, because it can be very difficult. And we are adults, are going through a lot of things, and for some people they're not very optimistic, and some people live in fear, some people live in worry, the news is all over the place, it's very difficult to be grateful. So I hope that my channel will be one of those channels that when you watch, you begin to look around and feel grateful for something. You push yourself to be intentional about something, about celebrating yourself, celebrating your birthdays, celebrating your family, celebrating your friends, celebrating just the everyday life, the little things that God gives you. Okay, so what I have set for my 2026, I always set my goals the last week of every year. So I look at the goals that I already set, and I'm grateful to God that I really achieved most of my goals for 2025. I was looking at them and I was thinking, oh my God, my scripture for last year was that God can do exceedingly abundantly above that which I can never imagine or ask. Ephesians 3:21. And he did. God showed up and exceeded my expectations. And I'm grateful I walked in that theme, and I wrote down the vision, I wrote down the goals, and I worked towards them. And by the grace of God, I did achieve them. I am so grateful for that. So for this year, I think I'll share my scripture in the next video, because it's something that I'm still reflecting on. But I have put down my goals as well as my plans on how I'm going to be achieving them. So I will not share my goals, but I'll share my plans. So the first plan is I'm going to be continuing with my healthy journey and try to be more consistent this time. So that is in my eating habits and in my workout. So what I've noticed from last time, the problem that I had with consistency in workout and meals was because of the time. So what I have decided to do now is I'm going to try and meal prep. So not just meal plan, but also meal prep and bulk cook. Something that I really don't like, but I think it's going to help me with time when I come back from work. So on Sundays, I will cook food that we eat on Monday and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, when I work from home, I will cook food that we eat on Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, we eat like fresh food that I make on that particular day. So today, I will show this. I'm going to go to Action and try to see if I can get containers where I'll put my food in. And then that's one. And then another thing on working out is I plan to work out every day from Monday to Friday, 20 minutes in the morning. So this is going to require discipline. I have to wake up at 6 and I have to use the first 30 minutes from 6 to 6:30 to work out and do my morning devotion. And then the other 30 minutes I get ready. I want to be at work every day by 8 o'clock at college, studying everything I have to do by 8. So that I'm home by 5. And because I would have cooked already, we're just warming up the food. So 5 to 6, we have our dinner, so that I still have that prime time, the time that I'm playing with my son, I'm, with my husband, I'm watching something. But then it's only between 6 and 9. I have to be in bed by 9:30, so that by 10 p.m. exactly, I am sleeping. So that in the morning I can wake up at 6 and I would have had enough sleep. This is my plan, guys, and I hope some days I'll show it and I try to stick to it. And then I'm going to be running 3 times a week, so that is on Sundays. I'm still to plan with my other 2 running buddies which other days we can do, but Sunday for sure, because everyone can manage that. So I'll be running 3 times a week, working out 5 times a week, and meal planning. So this is my health goals. These are the goals that I mainly want to share with. And the other goals to do with bonding in my marriage. We are planning to continue with the staycations that we tried to do monthly, but we saw that because this time we have other goals that we're setting, so we'll try to do this every 2 months instead of monthly. So those are the goals that are down right now. And my spiritual goals, as always, we try to do fasting every 3 months. And scripture every day. I have the Bible app, which I read scripture every day, and here and there I get on those plans. So they're the 7-day plans, the 21-day plans. Sometimes I accompany them with fasting, and sometimes I'm just following the devotions. It really helps me, to keep me in line. So I think I've pretty much shared some of the goals and mainly the plans. So we're going to get to action to see what we can find. Yesterday at Decathlon, I already bought some resistance band for the workout and just some dumbbells, only that. I think most of my workouts, I follow Mad Fit, and Afroletics on Fridays for the workout, so I don't really need much for now at least, and I have a skipping rope, which is pretty much enough, because I feel like the more things you get, sometimes you don't really get to do the thing. So yeah, this is a bit of a chit chat. I'll just show a bit in action what I find, and maybe I'll share the finds when I come back. And this is the reflection for 2026. I wonder if you also have plans for 2026, if you have goals as well, or you're carrying over goals from last year, or it's something that you don't believe in. You believe in setting your goals anytime and anyway. Personally, every year I do set my goals. I have a theme from church, in our family, and my personal one that I run with and that I follow and that I pray about. And as a reminder, gratitude and intention. I'm intentional about it, and I'm grateful for every day and through anything. So once again, happy 2026, happy new year, and welcome back.